But do you believe the Cowboys are back on track after what you saw yesterday?
I got to see more because I'll say this. I went into this game, hey, San Francisco plays every game close. They've been in every game. They're going to keep this competitive. But there is a momentum to losing, just like there's a momentum to winning. And I just think the dam finally broke on the San Francisco 49ers. Seriously, they lost a bunch of games last year. Then you come into this year, you 4 or 5, 6 in a row. Finally, the dam breaks, and the Cowboys just happened to be there and took advantage. Again, I'm not dissing the Cowboys. If you score 40 points in this league against anybody, it's impressive. But I just think the momentum of losing finally caught up with the San Francisco 49ers. Not that impressed with the Cowboys.
I will say this. It wasn't the offensive line. Obviously, their defense has struggled for years. They've drafted, they've signed. David Irving, unsigned, then it's DeMarco Lawrence, second-round Boise State, Taco Charlton. They have a pass rush. Like, when you watch Dallas, and we've always known they had an offensive line, but yesterday I sat there and I'm like, oh, this is 12.5 tackles for losses, 5 sacks, 8 rushes. That's what Philadelphia looks like to me. That's what Houston looks like to me. That's what Pittsburgh can look like. Sometimes, again, as a TV viewer, do you jump off the TV? Dallas's defensive line to me was like, oh, wow. Joe Staley, guys run past him, more athletic, more energetic, younger. Dallas looked impressive on the lines to me.
San Francisco's won, like, what, 1 game in the last 20 years?
I know.
do you want to go, or is...
No, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I wasn't impressed. Yeah, well, why would you be? I mean, they got the... Ezekiel looked like the best running back in the league. Dak Prescott looked like a really good quarterback. Is going to be an elite quarterback in the league one day. The offensive line looked dominant again. I'm with you. No, you guys show me something a little bit more than this. This is, you're going against a team that hasn't won a game in the last 20 years, like you said, and you did what you're supposed to do. You did what you were supposed to do. I don't buy into that.
I was impressed with him, but look, you have extra time to prepare. You know, good coaches are going to do a good job in that time. You know, look, you got to get this running back. You know, get him back to doing what he does. He hasn't played a full game. He had a great half against the Rams, and then they stopped giving him a football, which was, you know, dumb. But now they pick up. They got him going. It's shocking to me to see how San Francisco doesn't realize you might need to stop 21. I mean, maybe because he had a 72-yard screen pass that goes for a touchdown. They rushed for 6 yards a carry on 43 attempts. A lot of that's San Francisco. But the thing I think is this is exactly what Dallas needed to get going. They have a talented front. Like you say, they can rush. And the difference is with those teams that you mentioned and compared them to, they do it with pressure with 5 guys. These guys are rushing with 4. So it's easier to call defenses when you can pass rush like they do with Irving and Lawrence. I mean, those are some pass rushers. You get Sean Lee back, and he makes a huge difference for their defense because now everybody can just look to the middle backer. He'll tell you what the play's coming and know exactly what it is because he studies so much tape. And he can this game here can catapult him into bigger and better.
I will say, go ahead.
Jerry Jones said something interesting after the game in terms about Ezekiel Elliott's mindset going into this game, being more positive, the best Jerry has seen. And again, I do think there has been a cloud, and the cloud still is over Ezekiel Elliott's head, but maybe he's finally made peace with it and seems to be in the right mindset. So if there is one takeaway to get Zeke going that way, you've said it all year, everybody said it all year, in order for Dak and that offense to really work, Ezekiel Elliott's got to be the guy that he was last year.
And there are certain defensive players in football. Ray Lewis was one of these players. Luke Kuechly is one. Look at the graph on Sean Lee. That middle linebacker, that linebacker who you count on to call signals. Dallas is literally 16-3 when he plays, 0-3 without him. Luke Kuechly had this in Carolina. Ray Lewis.
Wow.
There are a handful of players in the middle of a defense that change outcomes. Dallas is a different team when Sean Lee plays. Their best tackler, great against the run.
And great in the pass. Like, no linebacker besides Kuechly can drop like Sean Lee can. He's got great hands. I mean, he was a basketball player all the way up until Darrelle Revis made him quit, you know, in a state championship game. And he goes, man, he never knew who Revis was. He goes, if this kid can make me, not get to the whole out-rebound me, out-tough me, and all that, I quit. He's going to do something else. So he took up football, thank God, but then he did realize that the guy who was punking him was a pretty good athlete himself.